Hello and welcome to another episode of the California Menace Show. Today we'll be talking about a very fun article, specifically article number 2 of our beautiful country's Bill of Rights. And this one, of course, if you don't know, since if you have to be living under a rock if you don't know what this amendment specifically is, it is the right to bear arms. This is my take. This is the dumbest. Why does everything have to be so political in this country? We have such a culture of everything has to be this way or that way. We can never mesh. But we can't do that. No. Why? Because we have this written down on a constitution, something that was written almost 300 years ago. We're getting there. This is the article, and I quote, "A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right to the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." Boom! Right there. That's it. It's clean cut, and it says a well-regulated militia. Do we have that in America? No. We don't, do we? You know what we have? We have a bunch of gun nuts going around saying, you know, I like my guns. And even if I don't want to be stereotypical to the southern states, you know, I like hunting, you know, it's my kind of thing. I like ski shooting, it's fun, you know, it's a sport. Fine, I get it. You can do all of these legal things. That's fantastic. If it's what you want to do your own thing. I don't want to step on your toes for what you like to do. Shooting skeet and hunting, controlled hunting, is fine. I'm not a hunter, so, you know, I don't like killing animals. That's not my thing. But other things like ski shooting and just target practice, that's fine because it is a good skill to have as long as you're not such a chauvinistic ass about it where you're taking profile pictures for your Facebook and shit when you have a 12-gauge shotgun in your hand saying, look what I got here. Yeah, you know what else you got? This much in your pants, buddy. Alright? Here's the problem. The Bill of Rights says a well-regulated militia. We don't have that. First off, we have the NRA saying the classic Charlton Heston quote, "They can pry it from my cold dead hands," or whatever the hell it is, something like that. It's just so sad that we've become such a country where we all are like, when that minority has to overpower everything, and they have so much pull the NRA has in politics, and it's terrible. We're on top, right? We are the superpower. And the biggest thing that anyone that is powerful is afraid of, it's losing said power. So the citizens of said country being so powerful don't want to lose that power either. Not on a grand worldwide state, but in their local environment. They don't want to be the area that loses control. So what are they going to do? They're going to arm themselves. If you want to protect your family, sure, do that. Get a pistol or a .38 special, you know, a simple handgun or even a shotgun. But you do not need an arsenal of weaponry. That's what the main sales are going towards for gun owners these days. That's what the NRA and all the gun weapon manufacturer industries are getting their money from. They're getting it not from individuals buying 1 or 2 guns. It's one person stockpiling 47 plus or whatever. They're amassing an arsenal, and for what? Because President, as Bill Maher says it, Blackenstein, is gonna take our guns and he's ruining our civil liberties. No, that's wrong. He wants to make it so that you cannot have humongous amounts of ammunition in a clip to make it easier to mow down a schoolhouse full of unarmed children. And if they were armed, holy shit, now that's a revelation. And another thing, when it comes to the whole, like the actual article saying that we can bear arms, it says being necessary to the security of a free state. All states are free. We all are united under the United States banner. Look, all I'm trying to say is that you need some regulation in what type of guns people can actually own. You don't need full-on assault rifles. You just don't. You could use them within a controlled environment, like at a firing range or something. That's fine. Like the firing range can own them, and then you can rent them out while you're there. To make it so that people can have them in their private collection for use, that's what allows crazy people who snap, to go out and do these just terrible acts against other humans. And to put all the blame to say that this is a Democratic issue or a Republican issue It's not. It's an American issue. We all have to band together and say that killing people, guns that are meant to maim living things, that's what they were made for, is so that you could shoot a pellet at a long distance with an ease. Heavy penetration, that's what they're made for, is to harm other things. And to say that it's a Republican thing or a Democratic thing, no, it's not. It's a human being, and for the god dang right, it's an American thing. This tier of weaponry has to stop. We can't have those type of weapons for just everyday use unless they're in a controlled situation, like if you're in the military or if you're a policeman or if you're at a firing range. That's what you need. To think that you're gonna arm yourself with all the guns that you own is gonna defend yourself against the United States military? You are a nut. On that note, that is the closing of this episode. This is the California Menace saying, have a beautiful day with beautiful people.